I think you're live now. If the notification on my phone was
I shouldn't be
any
live.
Are you?
I want to go into extra things, maybe. This is first now. Yeah, the chat's first now. For some reason, you can see. I don't see the chat.
Yeah, it does say that. Takashi Reed's Adventure is now live.
Maybe I am live. Am I alive?
It's funny you aren't aware of that.
No, I might be a zombie. Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It's got me saying myself twice. Why this? So I don't get confused of where I am. So, we have 2 episodes for today. Our first exploration to the jungle.
The shortest chapter in the entire story, although to me it doesn't really feel that way.
Alright, before I start, I should probably get some coffee and some tea.
Both of them, okay.
Okay, I have some tea. Coffee is in the making. And I think we are ready to actually start.
Go for it.
We can lower the music at the moment and let's hop. Welcome to the jungle. This might be not loud enough. Let me make this a little bit. So, there we go. Just a little bit. It is fascinating how, even in the broad daylight, it is definitely dark on the floor of the jungle. That is, because the trees around us are so tall, and its branches and leaves are so spread out, it obstructs most of the daylight from reaching the ground. Nevertheless, this fight between night and day remains very clear. The daylight might be dimmer here, but the light seems darker than dark.
Blacker than black.
I can dark, right?
Yep.
I mean, darker than black is darker than dark. Also, you can be darker than black. It depends on which black I'm talking about. And this is just a static situation. A sound situation is another story. The sound of jungle around us rarely gives us even a second of pure silence. Instead of that, it also fills with the sound of fauna, ranging from strange sounds of various insects, reptiles, unidentified animals. And above all, nothing birds, and don't forget they are all bigger. Not on the east side, not only on the east side, but on the north side as well. Whether we spot any of these creatures or not, we are also surrounded by the sounds of them, day and night. Yeah, that's how the jungle is. They are especially active during the day. The only time we get any silence from these creatures is chasing a heavy rainstorm, and only a heavy rainstorm. A light and moderate rainstorm happens with modern frequency. During those times, the noises of the creatures get reduced. No, it doesn't really get reduced, you just don't hear it because of the rain. I mean, yeah, they hide, but still. No matter what, we are constantly surrounded by the sound of either the jungle creatures or the weather. And when we don't hear them, Dr. Cameron is always speaking about himself. And none of that is just from an external environment alone. We are making a few sounds of our own to an natural environment. This is considered true of our 3 younger hired adventurers. They have scored them for the several dozen times, and made the claim that they should be more or less for nature instead. Most of the crew largely seem to go over their heads. Well, I know who is gonna die first. You know why I know this expedition is not going anywhere? Why this is gonna be a failed expedition?
Yeah, what's that?
Because there is no damn new book about this.
Well, that and she seemed to have a thing about working alone.
Yeah? The S-62 decided to remain quiet during the journey. They are either talking about what they are discovering at this very moment. Here is what they might soon encounter, which is only had in a positive light, or how much they will match in glory. But I'd like to express here. After this momentous achievement, see, it's not only come around who is doing that.
Yep.
I mean, it is an achievement. And I'm pretty sure me and my friend is gonna do the same during playing Monster Hunter. I am not even kidding when I say these three are full. These is fully expect to enter a parade to be held in their honor. And this was, even on the streets of a very busy city. Hey, that parade already happened. You just flew over it. Considering what we are doing, I can't reject that possibility either. During our journey, I often feel as giddy and an excited tour because of the close proximity of the dog to come around, and they remain. Not only does he stay close to me, but he also gives me so much desired attention. In particular, he puts an especially strong effort to educate me further with details about some of the things we are encountering today. During this journey, I learned that most of what we encounter isn't something he had ever run into before, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's completely ignorant of it. This is particularly true of the flora around us. What is more personally interesting me is his claim to that some of this flora used to exist in Expressia, not on land, and this is where it migrated from. I mean, I do assume that the same thing happened in the land of Aquis. that
So,
happened on Earth, that the planets actually moved and just different islands formed. They were one island to begin with, one
yeah.
continent.
So, out here, they're encountering flora species that's downright extinct elsewhere.
Yeah? And this is a very different kind of environment to begin with, so
Huh?
it is only right to clue that this new continent, at least in our local environment, is like a throwback to some ancient world. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Banana. All I can see are the excited younger hired adventurers, though, but the camera is far more quiet about this lecture. To me, and he also seems at least moderately alert, and we continue our exploration. It's been an interaction in conjunction with Talon and Dr. Smith and Tayashi. I conclude that it is probably the best policy during this situation. I hate to say it, or even private to think it, but all of that seems to reveal how much of an adventurer those three, or other younger adventurers are. Oof. When a newbie who never went to an adventure before calls the professionals amateurs, it says something. We are hot, but Cerebros, who is in the lead, can finally think of falling to his side. The time was the other shape. For once, even the Strange City adventure suddenly grew quiet. But at least guide seems to manage to alert for something. Feeling curious, I ventured to closer town. Others like to come around also follow me, with sea hedgehogs. The Smith was all ignored town, because he was looking for the time, I guess. So bent down and put his head on the ground, while lifting his hand to his right side. The man knows listening to the ground problems. He also turns one of his pair of floating machines into the earth. It comes the hoofer with most hooves. And then he left here at the stem of the machine. So is that a unicorn then?
He's a unicorn, yeah. Not a particularly skilled one in terms of magic, though.
Not practice magic, but can use two different machines at the same time.
Possibly more, too. He doesn't have just two hands.
We are arriving at the first picture. Then you said he can use more machines. There you go.
Alright. Yeah.
Hi, Brian. When I see that, I see a bit. But since I feel proud of myself, because I knew why he is doing this. Oh no! You have seen it in the movie!
Poor Buck.
If it's a picture book, yeah. Also, 50 seconds of this, now it stops in a tighter position. And the expression of his face grows even more serious and grim. Before now, I didn't know if this was possible. You hear too, don't you? But Miss answered quietly. It must have heard that I not mentioned so close to them. Something large is stalking us. I mean, everything is large in this place. So,
Not
that's,
everything is stalking them, though.
yeah? But it is something large that they can hear, so it's not a cat.
They're probably bigger than the bugs, too, but the bugs are much larger than usual.
And we figure that out, it's just actually an elephant, a baby elephant. I've seen...
Like a beetle might be the size of a dog instead of just covering your finger.
Yeah? I've seen several signs over here earlier. And admits, as he floats in my main vision of his hand, and uses it to find his hand. As man lost the face in the distance, so prints of large creatures on in the earth. What kind of print? That's right. Imagine indicating to the passage of large creature. Large creature? Talking? Judging from the evidence I gathered so far, I estimate that we have a creature roaming around the area. We stand about 18 to 55 feet high. It's 25, not 15, but it could be 15 too. And weighs 7 to 9 tons. That's a lot. That doesn't sound like Autoton. Maybe he was fat back then. And then a total of three of them about this area, and they are not always roaming together. There is a song that we are being haunted right now. So there are 3 of them, and they are not always roaming together, and they are very heavy.
So, not necessarily pack animals, or whatever they are.
So I'm assuming it's this way. There you go.
That's interesting.
Or it could be other sea legendary animals.
Actually, I think they're way taller and heavier than what Ten is just describing here. Because one of those Pokemon, it's basically like a kaiju.
I mean, all of them are, kind of.
That largest one that's standing up tall could probably measure near the height of Godzilla, so... And by the stats, it is actually one of the strongest Pokemon in the entire franchise. Not a single game, but all of the games.
That could be one of the edges, or 3 of the edges. Or it could be just a normal animal here, because everything is bigger.
Yep.
You know what's back at our party, as an opponent in particular. We are suddenly leaving wide enough sand and sound for them to follow, especially sound, looks at the 3 of them. Okay, fine. The bow sounded late, except with the shark. I'm not as we are unprepared for a fight either. If not just the worst, we got crossbows and budgeted to... What? What I will do with crossbows and budgeted to not big animals?
We got crossbows and machetes to wield against a 9-ton animal.
Yeah?
Good luck with that.
Good luck. And your plan is to actually attack a creature standing 18 to 25 feet high and made near the 9 tons and interrupts. Do you realize how to overhand a creature like that would likely possess just to maintain its own body weight? And even if you can somehow appears to take hide, our person would be akin to toothpaste to these creatures. I mean, we know even a team who made very heavy weaponry because the game they didn't have any armor. And these ones have, probably. Weapons and fans. Keep in mind. And we are also able to get near or more intelligent than these creatures. Don't be so sure of that. Who is actually not being an idiot for once? Girls. Hey! God, not this way. Fighting among ourselves is going to elevate the situation. Instead, I say we keep all of our options to the table, including running.
God, he does resort to that a lot.
Yeah?
A lot. I dare to say it might even be one of his favorite strategies.
There we go. You would never expect this energy. I mean, if it works,
Yeah, if it works.
I mean, that's the first thing you learn at a self-defense lesson. That if they pull a knife out and they are not close enough to you, just run away. You don't start fighting.
If it works, it won't cost them ammo or lives.
Yeah. The micro standard value knocking brown coat scans about the area carefully. Perhaps you do something too small for the creature to follow us into. So you still want to get something?
What? No. You know, he's talking about a strategy similar to a mouse going to a little hole. These are very large creatures. Use that to their disadvantage.
Oh! Wait. Okay. I interpreted it as running into a smaller creature. That's how I... yeah, I knew that made. Aha! But yeah, I see it now. Yeah, and see how that worked with Fluttershy and everyone else. They were stuck in a really small place where they couldn't do any better. That works for me too. Okay, that's a crazy adventure. But that means we will also have to identify some place we can flee to, which creature cannot follow us. Most ideally, it should also be somewhere large enough for us to all fit inside. See them, like a police box. Failing that, maybe we can scale this place instead. If these creatures are up to 25 feet high, then it's simply to climb higher than that. Bad idea. Get down! Now suddenly, all that counts are not going to count until it has his back up against the wall of the trees. Incidentally, the rest of us follow. I saw us wonder why, until we do hear and feel the vibration in the air. Shortly later, we see a large and mostly iron creature, made to a nearby line of trees, with some vines and foliage between those trees, or the creature moved to us with ease. This curious and two-legged creature has almost human small forepaws. Something like this. And here's a two-legged creature with almost human small forepaws, but also it has a large head and elongated nose. It has especially large cadaverous jaws Welcome to Jurassic Park once again. The creature looks like it can shoot to a horse, guys. With ease. Feeling that, this creature can suddenly crush a carriage with its own body weight. It is followed by a long tail that pushes low to the ground, almost to the point of laying it. The ride of this creature is not okay, and leading you down ground is a part of its body. Well, I me. The transmits muscles gradually. As he fears, oh sorry. Well, I me. As he fears a creature from beyond the member of light. Hello, beautiful. But I see you around here too. Is it a natural line from the Jurassic Park? Is it?
No, I don't think so. Actually, a comment like that came from the Doctor before. Like, I remember he said that straight up to a werewolf, "Oh, you are gorgeous!"
Yeah.
And then he runs.
How can you be so casual on that creature like that? They nearly shouted pay. Beyond any that, the look sound of the tall, two-legged creature snaps the gate. In a narrow direction. Be quiet, you fool! Granted complained to come on, too late. You will allow the creature to ride to us. While we have been talking, quietly on the right, the creature has talking closer to us. And find out what it heard earlier in this vicinity. We know very well what happened next. Where do I find this one?
I feel from the description alone, you got a pretty clear idea what they're probably dealing with. But
Yeah,
it never said the name because these ponies will... Okay, I'm going to emphasize ponies here. May not know the name of this creature at all. Or ever invented one, perhaps. But the Doctor definitely recognizes it.
It's a short part jaw creature. Or an antelope. I mean, talking quietly on the right? Yeah, I hadn't. Oh boy! One more to the side. Here it comes! They shout. Run! I think we might actually need some
more urgency music?
Maybe.
If you got any that whatever it's good for a chase, that'll do.
That might be too hard.
Is it playing?
No, I stopped it.
Okay.
Ask me if you can. Maybe. Bias. All at once, the majority of the herd flee away from its giant creature. Behind us, the creature snaps its gaze to pull the water before opening its huge jaw, and issuing a terrible roar that has an apparent volume of hundreds of lions roaring at us. Following that, it starts charging towards us, and with a pace of speed. When actually gets over my left shoulder with wide eyes, I happen to catch a glimpse of the three very tired unicorn guards. Not Gimli, but beautifully additional, before never turning about and turning right back at the tall creature. I went up my eyes even further at least, when I see those three feet apart from each other, and shoot more beams at the creature from three different angles, the event of which only slightly changes the giant creature's height, yet that won't work. It does, however, anger it. Now the giant creature goes on and whips its head back and forth in an attempt to identify this new and very unfamiliar tattooing, and then starts laughing. It seems to try to analyze this new situation with animal-like intelligence. And is the last I see of this encounter, before I round the corner of another giant tree that keep galloping on in a panic. Run while I can. We are continuing immediately. Because we have to make decisions.
Probably can stand for calmer music though. I would recommend something with a bit of tension, but not like a battle. Something more like a tense discussion.
If
If you can find anything like that. So nothing happy-go-lucky or over morbidly sad or anything like that.
you can go back to X. That says enough, right?
That'll do. Go for it.
Well, that you have expected, and us boys standard named Lane to be able to leave. To raise so far ahead of the rest of us that we would lose sight of him. Even after having lifted in that party not most of our gear, just to get out faster. No one can keep up with Lane. While perhaps I should have expected that, I must admit that I had no way to make that Lane would also find us after proceeding so far ahead that we lost sight of each other. But when he did return, he told us that we may found the shelter that can offer us protection from whatever large carnivorous creature we have discovered. He told us to follow him. His law was made take much time to more fully evaluate our situation. We just proceeded to do so. Anything else under the tongue of what very don't say?
So you got a picture for that? What does it remind you of?
There you go.
It mentioned very tall tree, and I can think of two examples from Star Wars or something like that. One was never shown in the movies, was called Kashyyyk, from the Wookiees. No, I'm sorry, there was in their films, but the older ones, the one from the Clone Wars.
Oh,
and also Endor. They also have very tall trees. Actually, some of it was filmed in a real area with very tall trees, like the redwoods in California.
I mean, when you say very tall tree, I think of this. From the other
hand. That certainly seems magical, though. Probably awe-inspiring when you first see it.
Yeah, but they don't take care about that enough. They just see a very tall tree. Notice the tree are salty. It was clarified and most average details by the express here, in terms of the length and thickness. There is a large look to them that tells to the rest of the tree up to the ground. We know that, or some creatures dug out a hole within this tree at some time. And we are literally talking right inside its cave. In any case,
Hopefully, it's not as much of a threat as what was chasing them.
I mean, usually it's not. In that case, it is not enough to fit the whole party within. I mean, Lua too dark, and we ourselves for the narrow opening along the way in. I'm curious, why did they call knocking? Why did they name it that?
I don't know, but I know of two meanings for that. The animal meaning came to me first.
Yeah, that's why I was like, doesn't knock?
Took a very long time for me to be familiar with the term mallard means duck too.
And what?
Mallard also means duck, but it took me a long time to realize that.
Ah. What is that? My head caught about sight of how many large insects are down here as well. It may offer protection from the large predator from the woman, but I think I can sleep down here personally. I mean, you don't have to. You can just take guard for the night.
Yeah, other creatures that take shelter there too that can fit.
Yeah? We take quite a few moments to catch our breath, with the curious exception of Dr. Smith. He alone looks like he did not make a sound, which is quite surprising. He doesn't look like the kind of stallion who will give up with a professional sports pony. You would be surprised.
He left off on the word he seems. But yeah,
I know.
she would be surprised. She is surprised, actually.
I mean, he doesn't know that he has two hearts.
Yep. She does not. Besides that, even for a Time Lord, he has a lot of experience with running.
I mean, you did say that he runs away a lot. Not that my voice runs away. No, man, wait a second. You know, there is something to do with my throat. Oh. Let's see. Almost. Kind of. He seems like more like a learning professor, though his stamina in this situation appears really unexpected. In hindsight, however, I start to more fully realize how nothing about his stallion is what he seems. He becomes surprising me left and right, and up and down, and me and there I start. And then when he does it to me again, right now. Just wait until he invites you into the TARDIS. You will stay here and get your breath. Don't make sense as he starts to venture towards the exit. I will find the sailors and lead them to a position as safely as I can muster right now. Wait a minute, what sailors? Then exclaimed in a sort of surprise. You mean we are not all here? The supervisor wants us, as she scans those who are here. The first Lua has gone. Tao, Terminus, and Temcan are missing. They didn't even notice that they left.
Yeah, actually, yeah, a bunch of them didn't.
I informed this group with more confidence than the majority of what I expecting. I know because I saw them being about and I'm about to try to stop the creature from chasing out the rest of us. But my creature started the majority of the group, who suddenly stared at me with unblinking eyes. The good news is, it seems they succeeded. I rolled to announce. The bad news is, I said a little because I lost the track, telling them the bad news. I mean, you don't know the bad news. You didn't see them failing. The bad news is that they are not here. There you go. None of this finishes for me, which is precisely what I'm going to change, if I can. Then I'm going with you. Then announced it, as he floats up and loads it, aborted in the cashbowl. I think Kamal is not gonna go with them. Let's never get a show that, no, somebody has to stay behind.
You said you think Leggett is not going to go with him?
No, come on.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Me too, let's quickly volunteer. It's my fault that we got in this mess in the first place. If I hadn't, no, it's not your fault. Because you might have been loud, but you don't know this creature. It has a very seductive smile. It can chase you miles away. So you are not safe here.
Well, you might be able to track them down to this position, but where they're currently at, it can't fit.
It doesn't have to, it will just leak them out.
Do
Or leak them out or break down the whole tree.
That tree is gigantic, considerably taller than the creature is.
I mean, we have seen it go through all the jungle, so
It was able to get to the vines just fine.
yeah. You are right. It is your fault. And I agree with our accusation. And that is exactly why you are not going. I'm not giving you another chance to show up again. As several as you have before. Right now we can afford to send more sandbags on the ground. And it's found as it is for that. Even the reason that town saw the accusation, but he goes on to argue. And this is why I need to face it. I can. Are you abandoned to see up from the dead because of you? Grows harshly. Do you hear me? Dead! Now shout, which shows the 4th month fridge. All 3 of those standards are way past the prime of their lives. And they have to face the dragon creature with the 3 of them. If only we are lucky, we will find any shadow of the corpses to bury. And I refuse to execute the danger any further, by allowing incumbent the green light here alone. Stay here, where we are safe. You have done enough damage. What's wrong with having your green light?
I think it's like similar to a term greenhorn. I believe that is. You just have to calm them with your aura and your energy.
You know I like her.
Well, she struck a strong impression, right?
Yeah, but especially when you are saying green like in a world where all the ponies have different hide colors.
I shall calm him with sonic bliss.
Where I was.
The next paragraph.
Oh, I finished this one. Did I?
Yeah, you finished that whole paragraph. Now you have to go to the next one.
Maybe I have a green light too. No, my leg is more than black because of an injury, but hey. I was stuck to a leg late in a punch to face. My and he just looks too devastated. Do they even know what a punch is?
Yeah, they can. Pony can punch. In fact, pretty darn hard too.
Yeah, but it's kick.
It's a very solid limb.
Yeah, but we would still call it kicking, right?
Hmm. That's certainly true with the hind legs.
Yeah. But because they all have legs, I would all call it kicking. Even if you punch with the foreleg.
With the hind legs, though, they typically call it bucking, especially if they use both legs together.
Ah, that's right. When you use your hind legs, it's bucking. When you use your front legs, it's punching, but they are both a type of kicking.
Yep.
There you go. Let it become the interaction that we say on that step forward. The other side and said, I know there's something useful you can do for us here. Let's look at the trust me. But let's spend look at home. Stay here? So you can look at the others here. I literally said that this is what the commander would say that he will say here.
Yeah, you said that about Caballero, but Leggett wants to go because he feels guilty. And since Tennant had such a strong objection to it, the doctor's trying to help him feel useful by remaining and giving him an objective while he's at it too.
Yeah. Well, let's be promoted, and he knows when he and every other opponent here. We don't have that, senor. I'm not in one of the one of our having laborers. In fact, with a tiny up spot of my bushy mustache, but no official hat at all. This is their forward to announce his penance and the one who just spoke, and will the rest of us meaningfully. We are all used to listening and labor, and much all of us would like and the average pony. Then, you are the guest and the other average pony. It's kind among them. Then not to the hint of Cameron's hedge pony, Rouge. Is it Rogue or Rouge?
I think it's Rouge, with that spelling, and they are different. They look close, and I often mistaken those two words together, but I think that one's Rouge.
Who is the largest of the three? Except maybe you, senor. It's like a standard man. You probably could stand out like all of us.
More to the point, I think that stallion has more experience doing fighting too. So that would give you a little bit of a scope of the situation as well. Rouge is the largest pony in the entire party, and these laborers are near his bulk, but doesn't quite match it.
Wait. You might have misspelled his name. It's the other one that his name is. Correctly. It's actually.
I don't know about that. I looked up the website for these names. Anyway, when you get back to it, you will finish that paragraph too.
Because, yeah, the one you wrote is huge, and that is a well defense character.
The pony's named Rouge too.
It's fine. We can take those later. Who is surprised by an announcement? It doesn't have to be apparently the same name. It might be a different patch point. There we go. With a very similar name. You take a closer look at the rest of us gathered here. What he sees, everything causes him to close his eyes. So he said, and we wear a faint proud smile, like human. I mean, it's not like they do so their names are written down. Right? It is in her perspective. All that said, the worker standard goes on, and to think, as he scanned them all of us again. None of us could have done a thing against the teacher, and they made it through. This shelter, he just said above, is not a team of anything else right now. He did not so unsettled and looked at me. And you will make a mistake and do anything about to that teacher. So why go? There is something I can do to that teacher, said I used touching his hand. I was an option for me before. At the time, my job was secured by the safety of the group here. Now that it's done, I get more easily concentrate my effort on the next task. And I guess he's having a fun day. I saw a lump in my throat before clearing my throat. Then going on to the house, but I just been trying to squash the panic. I found it very minutes. I don't mean to camp too. I want to have. But you are the team of the adventure. The adventure argues with the look on her face, the expression in her voice, which most points to generate concern. Yeah, but my adventure had sucked. Yeah, but she's the Pegasus, the misanalysis, and the only one in this party we have. And my journey was a vital option against the creature, which you, if you didn't notice, probably can't survive. In this case, I say the risk is worth it, and looking as she is willing. It doesn't mean to be proudly, as she goes on to say. And I admire your bravery, miss. We don't need her, and argued, was ridiculous in a very softer expression than the one he gave for light. It's more like he's taking a fight, rather than lying about it, or the feeling of yet another pony. I am way to deal with the future. It would be easier if we limit those who are involved. I don't want to show this to any other pony. Who does it want? I want the camera now. But you have to admit, an area scout might come in handy. There is that word again. What is that? The dismiss gonna counter our good town. He will also lure the creature away from us. On the stallion, using a method none of the rest of us can have access to. I think having access to those options is too rude to refuse right now. I am surprised to see a campaign director from town. It is only then that it occurs to me that he might have a personal objection to me coming. I am the granddaughter of one of his best friends, after all. I can do this. I got tired instantly after I come out from the side tunnel. I want to do this. Let me help you. If you find any of the stallions alive, you might need my help to carry them back anyway. I understand the need to keep the party small enough for the Ethereum technical mobility, as said, but we have to consider what happens next after we find them. I point to Dr. Smith, and I say, having a pony with medical expertise makes sense. After all, we might not find any of them in tip-top shape. I then point to town, of whom I am still talking to for the sake of convincing him. You also make sense, because you are a more senior explorer and came to a method of dealing with this creature. As for me, I should go because I have so much to fly. We should also bring a goal, and as I look to come around, I get myself off when I see the channel sit down. With most of his forwards, and he said no. No, I am absolutely happy to go. Just come on like this. I can't believe what I'm hearing. This Cameron is among the most experienced adventurers in this party, and one who made some of the most important discoveries among us. As a result, it didn't even occur to me that he was confused until I witnessed his writing before me. I will, however, stay here and watch after those who remain. There we go. Just as I predicted.
Yep, we called it.
Mr. Cameron amend, as he was his eyes and gestured to himself in the case to flourish. We will need somebody here who can take charge and keep those remaining here from panicking. That shall be my role. And that caused me no little. It had a desired surprise and lump sense of disappointment that Mr. Cameron refused to accompany me after it took so much courage for me to volunteer. But he also does have a good point. If you're going to split up, having a pony here with cool head on his shoulders probably would be very useful. I mean, you know which pony has the coolest head. The next one. Those of who are going will probably feel better about it. If we can feel more certain that those who are leaving behind will be safe. That's a good idea. So let's be saying it. We need to keep the party who is going to light and a child. And it will be better to leave somebody here. I immediately fixed it in my mind. Somebody here who has a good head on his shoulders. You know, to come out. Keep them safe and organized till the rest of us get back. Are you sure you? And began dealing with the making expression, but there was harsh glare and the sound of silence. The rest of the sentence. As a result, I returned to a more picking expression. For I looked generally guilty for putting us in the situation we are facing so far. I mean, it is still not his fault. It might look like it is his fault, but it is not.
When the creature was near, he had shouted, which definitely lured its attention, but you also have a point about, or a possible point about the creature's ability to smell. That's probably why I was stalking near them to begin with.
Yeah? Don't you think this exchange makes me numb inside? Only in this moment, when it occurred to me that I've been looking up to have a professional adventure in this party. In the same way, I was looking up to my parents and grandparents during a time when I was still a filly. Somehow I almost said I was a silly filly. I was looking up to all of them, really. And they were infallible, because they knew more things about the world than I did. Back when I had so little knowledge of my own command, I was relying upon everyone else to me, around me, to know what was best for me, and it took many years to notice that some adults disagree with each other. Let me fix that. And it took many years to notice that some adults are stupid. Only at that time did I start to question the validity of the adults' claims. If they all have the correct answers in life, then how is it possible for any of them to disagree with each other? Because some answers, even if they are real, are very subjective. So they might be most right, but they can still disagree. But that is not the reason why they disagree.
I remember an analogy to that where everyone is staring at an elephant at very, very close range, so they can't see anything except what's directly in front of them. And they said, one of them says, what an elephant looks like is a giant trunk of a leg. And then another one says, no, and actually, what an elephant looks like is this giant trunk of a nose and some kind of horns. And the other guy's like, no, 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 you're all wrong. What an elephant looks like is a big, blubberous end with a tiny tail. They are all correct from a different perspective.
No, you are all incorrect. Okay. What an elephant actually looks like is actually this grass right here.
Okay.
I mean, you never said that they are all looking at the elephant. Or they could have even say that, the elephant has long necks. Because they see a giraffe in the background. But any argument came up seemed to actually mean one of them had to be right, and the other wrong. No. But if most for adults, then how can I tell which is which? And I said this is not true. It can be they can be both wrong, they can be both right. We know that the world is not black and white. It was only then that I became disillusioned with the idea that absolutely all adults are infallible. This is entirely the problem with the coin toss as well. But you can say that, yeah, it can be all in heads or tails. No, it can follow its side. Now what? Right?
It's rare, but it happens, and I have seen it.
It is only now that I start to realize the same useful idealism I once had towards all others lingered in my perception of personal adventures, growth of real field experience. I guess I figured it was because I knew by then that each of them all with approximately the same amount of experience under the mask, that they would inevitably reach the same conclusion. Why do they have the math the experience under the math? It should be in their heads.
Mhm.
So they would all eventually reach the same conclusion as to how to properly survive out there with this kind of profession. That is also not true. This is even more true of, yeah, they are all right in their own conclusion of how to survive, but they might survive very differently.
Yeah, she's just starting to realize her own naivety by comparing what she was like as a child when she was looking up to adults, and now as an adult who was looking up to other adventurers.
Yeah,
If they all have the same amount of experience, she thinks they would have reached the same conclusions because one survival strategy that works for one might work for another.
yeah,
Didn't completely think that through.
yeah, but now she is literally applying logic a little bit madly here because, because they are different thoughts, then one of them has to be wrong. That's what she's saying right now,
Yeah, kind of.
which might not be true. Sadly, the real truth is usually with adults, when people are disagreeing, they are most right, but they are mostly all wrong.
Mhm.
But no, in the real world, both wisdom and experience of each individual is naturally in the brain. The stories I've heard, both fictional and non-fictional, are always written by those who survived their experience, or at least imagine their experience. So you have not had any one of those books which were written by someone who died? I mean, that has probably happened with some adventurers before, in the real world as well. They didn't survive, but someone erased their diary, the notes they were keeping. Right?
The next sentence talks about about the subject.
For those who didn't survive the experience, the series are silent. No, it shouldn't be. And as a result, the rest of the world has less of a chance to learn from the failures. I mean, one of the very well known things of this is actually the Titanic.
Yeah, from those you hear from those who didn't survive, I can think of multiple accounts. Survivors who travel with the ones who didn't survive can talk about them.
Yeah.
If you find any diaries or objects, you can get a little bit of their story. If you find even their corpses, you might be able to identify more about how they died. And some can even speak to spirits. Or at least claim they can. Maybe there's videotapes or other kinds of recordings around. You can learn a little bit more about what they were like while they were alive, before their death. She's generalizing a little bit here and saying that usually you won't hear about the time they died because they didn't have the time to write a journal or anything like that.
I mean, if you know, you know. When you said they can talk to spirits, he is a only character who can do that.
In that case, a dead man can tell a tale.
Yeah? Overall, it made the profession itself seem safer, We are only hearing it from the side of the window. No. What's that? No. It even makes it sound more dangerous because they like to embellish the situation. So it makes it sound more dangerous. Like, oh no, we ran away from a deadly beast, and it was just a cat. that would actually be not a camera story. Nothing much harsher than makes sense, no. After I had said, then goes to occur to me that those three other former gods who sent me and will tell me, in fact me dead. You know what? I'm gonna call probably one of them definitely damaged very badly, but none of them died.
Okay.
Yet. The one who injured might die. When I think of that, I had to run home to find out that or not, that they're alive. I have to know. I can't live with the idea that we abandoned them without even checking. Even if we find only one survivor among the three, this one survivor may save the rest of our lives one day. After all, despite and how because of how elderly they have access to at least the rest of us life. Now that we are out here on this continent all alone, we are the only ones who can count on to save each other. And if they died, do you know how well a ghost companion can help you? The less of each one of us, the mission the odds of success for all the rest. Besides all that, it is just the right thing to do. I feel it in my heart. The chapter was made 2 years ago. And the next will is gonna be a lot later. But still in the past.
Yeah, it's explaining it. Around this time I moved, so I had a little problem with inspiration for a while. In concentration.
I mean, it makes sense when you are moving, you are concentrating on that.
Right, and the place I was moving from is the longest I've ever lived in.
Yeah. So, what do I think of all of this? We have a T-Rex that is chasing us. I'm gonna count, and I said that they are not that they are still fighting it bravely, because if they were that, then the T-Rex would be already here. In front of the tree. And it will be banging on the tree to smash it down. Even if it can't do it.
Scratching with a tiny claw and saying, "May I come in? Please?"
No, I had nothing it probably. But you would hear.
Alright. You called it about Dr. Cabaleron. And I'm not disagreeing with you, of course, but I'm curious why you thought that.
Because, well, he is right that someone needs to be here. But that is just an excuse. We know that. But why would he put out his life for the ones who are not part of his group?
Right. But you can understand, probably understand Agate's surprise about that. She didn't expect that of him. I mean, all this time you're saying that I'll be here and I swear to protect you, my lady. And then all of a sudden he just lifts up his hooves like, I'm staying right here. Even if the rest of you are going.
Mission. I'm not surprised that he like this.
Then we both agreed that what's in character for him. Even back then.
There you go.
Exactly. I mean, as a professional adventurer, that's the strategy that works for him.
That's the insanity.
It's kind of similar to the Doctor in a way.
I mean, they are most success.
Yeah, right. I guess that's what they teach in school.
Even in that situation, yeah, you are a fool, you are on your own. He isn't really much for camaraderie. If he has to save his side, he prefers to save it.
Right.
I would even say that he believes that they are already done.
That could be too.
Or
And
probably,
could probably accept that a little more easily as well.
or even notice that they are onto him and it's better without them. As well. Because those three were actually in the guards, right?
Right. They're ones that are supposed to watch after the criminals and see what they do.
But now they can home free. Without them here.
Right. So, multiple possible motivations here, and any or all of it could be true.
Yeah, and about Dino, Keystone, he is pulling off some very strange conclusions of life. And once again, she is kind of right, but mostly wrong.
Okay.
Once again, she is young. She will learn that these are not how things work. These are not black and white.
Exactly. This chapter is showing that her perspective is starting to change as a result of the experience she is encountering right now.
I mean, will she ever change? Will she ever? Now that I think about it, no. She always thinks that, oh yeah, I was not always just evil. Don't think about it, always want to steal the treasure. Everybody is a one-sided character who can only do one thing, like everybody can only tell truth and cannot lie.
Okay, thank you for the reading. When can we do the next one?
That is gonna be in 4 days.
4 days, okay.
I mean, in reality it's gonna be today later on, but with the other story.
I very likely will not be able to attend that, either because I'm asleep or on my way to pick up someone from Burbank in the airport.
Yeah, I couldn't even attend my last time because one of my neighbors
Yeah, I remember that.
had some
So,
issues.
yeah. Hopefully you can do reading today, and I'll take a look at it whenever I can.
Let me actually see how long that chapter is.
I expect most of them pretty decent length.
What is chapter 3, I think?
Cool.
It said key even in chapter 3 and 4. So, yeah. Probably gonna be 2 faster as well. But, yeah. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for the reading too.
And see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.